Hi, so Sagittarius, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me once again on my channel. All right, so Saggies, as I shuffle, I'm going to mention a couple things here. So as you can see, I'm sitting in front of Santorini. Greece is heavy on my mind right now, you guys. I miss it a lot. But in any case, oh, and by the way, no, I didn't buy this at a yard sale like I typically do. This did come from Greece on a trip that I made a long time ago. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because very soon I'm going to have a new backdrop. And it is actually a photo that a dear friend of mine took. And it is, my friend is in Greece. This is one of my very wonderful friends over there. And if you would like to check out some of his other photography, please do support him. Check him out on Instagram. I've put his Instagram link in my description box. So if you want to see why I love Greece so much, you'll see some really awesome photos that he's taken. And it's just nice to support people that are, you know, not only friends, but also super talented. So I just thought I'd mention that. Also, at the end of this video, I'll put up a link. If you guys want to click on it, you will see that I am doing another card giveaway because this month is National Service Dog Awareness Month. And so I've just created a new Oracle deck that's all doggy. It's all about, well, I used my doggy for the photos and for the inspiration. So I'm going to give away 18 different cards out of one of those decks. And so if you want to enter to win, you can go and enter on that little video. Okay. It's like 2 minutes long, but in any case, please enter there, not here, because I won't be checking this for winners, and I'll announce winners on Friday. And then last but not least, oh, I will reopen my Etsy store probably late today. I do have a couple of, well, just new stock in. So, and for those of you who don't know this, I don't sell readings. You cannot ever buy a reading from me. So please don't ever give money to somebody pretending to be me. The only way to ever get a reading from me is all the items that I make and I sell on my Etsy store. They all come with a free reading. Okay. So, but from time to time, I do shut off my store and take a break because I need to take some time away from so many private readings. So just FYI, I've been on a break for 2 weeks, and now I'm gonna open it back up. And if it's real busy, I'll probably close it back down again. So you know, it's just I like to give myself a nice tempo. So here we go. What to prepare yourself for? That's what this reading is all about. So we have got a Page of Swords in the reverse and a Star card in the reverse. Then we've got an 8 of Swords in the reverse. Sag, what to prepare yourself for is some kind of, I think it's an end for you to some problems. It's preparing yourself to almost like release something. It's Star card in the reverse is saying, it's an unexpected turn of events that lets you become unstuck. The Page of Swords in the reverse, you might have been dealing, by the way, with an Aquarian. Doesn't have to be, but you got an awful lot of, you know, sword energy in this reading, but that Star card is Aquarius. But with this silence here, with this, like you're taking a break from some kind of conflict is what I feel like. And I almost think that it's like, I don't know who this is with. This may have nothing to do with romance. Let's not jump down that road, because so far there's really nothing here that speaks of romance. Not in the next 3 cards either. I'll show you those in just a minute, but I feel like you're going into silent mode, or someone has decided to cut you off. And it turns out it's like such a blessing in disguise, because it took away all kinds of stress. It's like you didn't realize how, maybe this was one of those frenemy situations where it was like, well, we're friends, but we always kind of have like an edge to everything that is said. The conversation always flows a little bit choppy. It's a little bit, sometimes maybe we don't quite flow really well. And if there is some silence coming in, it is such a blessing in disguise. And it really allows you to see like, wow, that kind of had stressed me out. I'm kind of glad we're not talking anymore. Or I'm kind of glad something has come to an end. Or I'm glad somebody has left me alone. Maybe this has been a situation where somebody was, you know, always hanging around, always showing up, but they were always kind of showing up to say something rude. It's one of those things where it's like, it's a relief. It's a relief that something has come to a time of silence. And you just now realized, wow, It's really great to have no more of this. And I double down on that message because we've got a 10 of swords here. And this is what fell under that page of swords. So the lack of communication, you're not trying to gather any more information. You're not trying to chase this person around and be like, hey, what's wrong? You know, can we go have coffee tomorrow? Let's sit down and talk it out. It's like, you know what? We're better when we don't communicate. My life is definitely better when we don't communicate. I'm good. This is one of those situations where it's like, whatever the conflict had been, you are feeling like, wow, we're closing out a conflicting cycle. And this feels so nice. I feel like this could have been maybe somebody that was, even in the workplace, you know, maybe you kept trying to, you know, make nice with them. And then finally you're like, can I please just work a different schedule so that we don't interact so much? Or you just simply have ceased trying to act like, oh yeah, we can get along. It's like, no, actually, whatever the hostility was, there's no point in continuing to try to address it every day. You might have tried to every single day you'd come in, you'd be like, okay, today I'm just going to be super, super in a good mood, make sure that I don't contribute to any drama. And I'm going to say hi to this person. And instead, every single day that you came in, it's maybe even like the better mood you walked in, the more rude someone would be when you'd say hi to them. They were more rude to you. And so finally you're like, you know what? I'm going to quit saying hi, just because it seems like it gives them and opens a door for them to come in and be rude to me if I start a conversation with them. So I'm not going to do that anymore. And it's like pulling back your energy is actually allowing that whole cycle to close. Maybe it upset you at first. Like, I don't know why it seems like this person doesn't respond well to me or something. And then finally you decided, God, I'm so lucky that they don't, because honestly, maybe they've been jealous of you all along, because maybe they knew something you didn't. If it was a workplace thing, maybe they knew that you came in and maybe they'd already heard that you are very skilled, very talented. Maybe you didn't know that people were talking good about you behind your back, but they were. So now you're about to get some kind of extra accolades. I mean, this is success. And this success is, again, unexpected. It just seems like the way you conduct yourself to put a stop to any like drama, anything that would be like, you don't want to contribute to conflict, and you've got a nice way about you, a nice, you try to be polite, you try to be understanding, but when you don't get anywhere, eventually you say, okay, then it's time for me to not put energy into this system, right? That's what unexpectedly brings you so much more success. Now, maybe whomever didn't want to like get along with you or be friends with you or make nice with you, maybe they knew all along that you were headed for some success and they were just jealous right out of the gate. And maybe that's why you couldn't figure out, what the heck is this all about? You know, you can't fix what's in somebody else's head. If they're jealous of you, if they just take a dislike to you, nothing you can do about that. That's just who they are and what they're going to do. It is so much better to just let that go. And instead, as soon as you do, it's like, I don't have to worry about why they don't like me. I didn't do anything wrong. I know that I've been as polite as I could be. So you allow that cycle to close, and then bam, here's all this success. This success is really nice. The thing is, it leads possibly that same person who's been rude to you. They realize, man, instead of being jealous and territorial with you, it would have been so much better to have you as an ally, because there is a missed opportunity for a great friendship with you. Somebody knows that. This is not you having this issue. This is you being freed of something, and the other individual recognizing that, I wish I had treated Sag better. I wish that I had maybe learned from Sagittarius. Maybe I actually could have been like, look, I get this weird image that maybe some of you are about to start leading a team, or you are given this opportunity and you get to pick whoever is on your team, and your team is really successful and you guys are rocking and it happens real fast. And this person is thinking, instead of being territorial and being jealous that Sag is good at what they do, I could have actually tried to follow in Sagittarius's footsteps, learned from Sag, been on Saggy's team and been super successful, and would have felt like man, I'm rocking this. I feel like somebody has missed an opportunity to be a part of your team, to be a part of your world, to be a part of something that you are about to really blossom and grow in. This is very exciting. I feel like you guys have a lot of public recognition or recognition in the workplace. Or now, if this is all about romance, this could also be that as you let go of somebody who's been nothing but conflict for you, as you let go of a situation that has been a whole lot of like drama, you all of a sudden, I feel like things go really right in your world. You start to really glow, really shine. And that is where somebody sees this. Somebody wants so badly to heal this with you at this point. So we just got the Star card again, this time in the upright, and we got the Tower in the reverse. 2 major arcana. And this comes right after our last card in that first lineup, which is that 4 of Cups, that missed opportunity. Somebody wants so badly to heal things with you. They don't want this friendship to be over or this romance to be over. They don't want to have really missed their shot with Saggy. Tell me about this. I feel like you tried and tried and tried to make something nice, and then you just surrendered it and said, no, we just don't get along. Oh my God, this person. So this was not just workplace, was it? With the 5 of Cups now, this person is yearning for you. We don't usually yearn for a coworker, let's be honest, right? That's a little heavy energy there. No, this person sees you. Maybe you've moved on. Maybe you've met somebody new, or maybe you're just so good being single. Maybe you've been, if they quit talking to you, they might still have been watching your social media or something, and they're seeing, like, maybe you asked them like 4 or 5 times, what's going on? Like, I haven't heard anything from you. Is everything okay? You have no clue what the heck their issue was or why they started to distance themselves. I feel like no matter what, I still feel like it was a jealous streak. I feel like for some reason, somebody got super jealous, or somebody decided to, I don't know, they didn't treat you well, and they're in deep regret over mistreating you. But for you, it closed a cycle. And then you just went on and were your successful self. Maybe this is, with this 6 of Wands, maybe you guys are doing something that, say you've, like, for example, you've started some fitness channel and it's really taking off. Or you're like, you're doing something where they can kind of see and measure your success, and they can watch you and they know that you're doing amazing. And it's like, why did I treat you like that? Why did I, especially because they really miss your energy. This person's yearning for you, not because you're successful, but they're yearning for you because they miss you. They miss the essence of you. They want very much to heal things with you, like very much. I feel like this is, you notice how it's almost like a star going supernova. I feel like this person has, this is going to lay it on a little thick, but this is a card of heavy theatrical energy also, like deep yearning. This person is like literally like on fire with the desire to heal this. They want so much. And this is burning down the ego and trying to hold on to the belief that maybe I can get you back. I just don't know why somebody was rude to you in the first place, or why they treated you like that in the first place. Let me just look. I think the thing to prepare yourself for is that somebody wants so badly to heal something with you, somebody that you thought was long gone. Why did they treat you like this? Well, they didn't want to work with you at first. So that could be a work thing. 3 of Pentacles. Maybe they didn't want to, maybe they like, some people get super territorial. They want to hoard their information, and you're like, okay, I don't know why you're hoarding stuff, but okay. We got 9 of Wands in the reverse. This person, they thought that they could storm away, and then, like, I don't know, we got a 10 of Wands in the reverse and a 10 of Pentacles. I feel like somebody was definitely, these are all in the reverse, for why did they treat you this way? I think that it was fear of lack of abundance. If it was romance, maybe someone's family didn't approve, because this can be abundance, but it can be, lots of family stuff. But this person had bunch of their own issues rolled into this with that 10 of Wands in the reverse. So this reading has 3 10s now, right? We've got a 10 of Swords in the upright for you. And now when I'm asking, why did they treat you this way? They couldn't get past their own insecurities about maybe their money or their families, you know, expectations of them or however they'd been treated. So they basically spilled that off on you and made it be your fault. Somehow it's like they pushed you away when the two of you could have been the best allies and could have grown together. And I feel like you were always open to that. And this person put you away. They pushed away the friendship. They didn't want to work with you. You were a rival. You basically somehow, just by being you, made them feel like you were either going to be too hard to keep up with. So they wanted to like run away from you. They didn't want to put in effort because they didn't think that they could be your match. If it was in like, let's go back to career for a minute. Maybe they thought you're so much smarter than me. You have, you know, maybe you have a different degree than they do. You have more knowledge than I do. So I'd never be able to keep up with you. So you're always going to outshine me, even though I've worked really hard. So now, you know what, since you're so smart, I'm not helping you with anything. You know, it could have been one of those attitudes when really they are an incredibly valuable person also. And if the two of you had joined forces, everything would have been, they can see it now. They could have learned from you. They can also see that you weren't there to take their job or push them out or make them feel not good enough. I feel like somebody had a lot of their own worries that they weren't good enough. Now, if it was romantic, they didn't put energy in because they didn't want to change something about themselves, and they would have had to change something to be with you. And it might simply have been whatever, you know, sometimes we get into a routine, into a rhythm where this is the pattern that has been laid before me. This is the way we behave in my family. This is what my family kind of says. Of course, this is how my life is going to go. This is how all of our lives have gone. This is what we do in my family. So maybe they thought you were out of their league because that was kind of like the family belief system. Like you stay where you belong. You don't, you know, you don't go outside of what we approve of. You know, it could have been something along those lines, but it does seem like it had something to do with, you know, it sounds so backwards, but like a family who would have razzed them because, oh, you're going to go date some hoity-toity, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what? I'm not hoity-toity anything. I really liked this person. I really cared about this person. It's an interesting blend, whatever this is. If it is, I'm not sure what relationship this is, but it's somebody who really, really wants a second shot with you. They didn't treat you well, but it's not the same storyline as, you know, someone who was just out lying, cheating, trying to belittle you. This is somebody who was, they might have had a mistaken idea that you were too good for them. And they're realizing now that being with you would have bettered them in the nicest of ways because you were never trying to act like you were above them. They took it that way. It's interesting because it's really like somebody admires you a lot and they let that admiration turn sour and sour them, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody out there. Please do give it a thumbs up so that I know if this resonates with you, or better yet, leave me a comment. I appreciate knowing if something resonates. You guys, thank you for being a part of my world, and I wish you nothing but the best. Bye.